Education MEC Matome Chiloane is expected to visit Alra Park Primary School in Nigel in Ekurhuleni today in a bid to quell tensions there. Now, last week, parents were up in arms over crumbling infrastructure at the school. Newzroom Afrika's Zoleka Qodashe is there for us. Zoleka, tell us more about the state of the infrastructure there.
Hi, Michelle, and good afternoon to our viewers. It is quite a state, this school in Alra Park in the east of Johannesburg, where the MEC is currently engaged in a meeting with the SGB as well as the Infrastructure Crisis Committee. He's also in talks with the district officials in the area just to get a sense of what's going on. You'll remember that last week, officials were in the area after community members as well as parents in the school or parents of learners in the school were up in arms over the state of infrastructure in the school. I'm just going to step out of frame for a little while for my colleague Thabo Mokoena to show you some of what the engineers have highlighted as potential infrastructure challenges in the school. You'll see there that there is a red arrow and a crack that kind of goes through the roof. And that's part of the infrastructure challenges that the school is facing. We understand that this visit by engineers from the department was around 2023. And so this part of the school, the buildings, hasn't been necessarily touched or rehabilitated prior to the kids coming to the school. Now, what has happened is that there are mobile classrooms located just outside this classroom, and there, it seems parents also have an issue with the state of those mobile classrooms, but more particularly the area around. I'm just going to speak to one of the members of the crisis committee, infrastructure crisis committee, that's Clinton Thompson, just to speak to us about what challenges they have. Mr. Thompson, you were telling me earlier on that this school was built or opened in 1937. Since 1937, there hasn't been much of a change in terms of infrastructure outside of the maintenance that gets done on occasional basis.
Yes, ma'am. The school was officially opened in 1937. There's plaques to that effect. And our major challenges at the moment is, besides us asking for the new school, because as you can see, the engineers have indicated there are structural issues with the school, but the school also is in a dilapidated state. If you see the roofing, the wooden beams for the roofing on the old buildings, they're rotten. That's just another issue. But they did bring in mobile classes in 2023, and our kids went back to class. But the challenge we've got now is there's a dust bowl between the school, between the mobile classes. And we've got 55 class, basically on average 55 pupils or learners with a teacher in a class. And we've got in one section in the, I don't know what terms they use in the school, but I would rather say the senior phase of the primary school, there's 18 classrooms. So there's 9 on each side, and between these 9 classrooms, there's a dust bowl. So when you've got 55 learners times 18, moving into that area, it's just dust. When they go into the class, they bring dust with them. The teachers, or every third period, they're sweeping out dust. To add to that, when those kids come from break, they come again, and they're all in this huge group playing in that area, and it's just dust. They eat in the dusty area. And then our challenge was, we got kids coming home dirty every day. Dirty, we have to wash their clothes every day. At first, we thought they were being naughty. When it rains, they come home full of mud. And we thought the children are just they're doing this on purpose and they're being naughty. And we're an impoverished community, ma'am. High unemployment rate. So every cent counts. Now you've got to wash these kids' clothes every day. And then secondly, these kids, their noses are full of dust. These kids are suffering with respiratory issues. Some of them got asthma. Some of them have got sinusitis and other respiratory issues. Kids are off sick. You'll see if you check with the school staff, you'll find out that even staff members are booking off sick 3 weeks, 6 weeks. The kids are off sick 2 days in a week, 3 days in a week. That's a challenge we've got, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you. That is Mr. Clinton Thompson of the Infrastructure Crisis Committee here at Alra Park Primary School. Just speaking about some of the challenges that the school is facing, we understand that the school was opened in 1937. According to the committee, no major work has been done towards the infrastructure and ensuring that it is maintained and be up to par in order to accommodate these over 1,300 learners.
So, Zoleka, what's the situation in terms of classroom time at the moment? The one that you're in is obviously empty for the reasons that you just stated, but are classes continuing per usual in the classes that are not as badly damaged?
At the moment, there hasn't been any schooling for what is now, Michelle, the 4th week. So we will be probing the MEC in terms of how they will be assisting the learners and parents catch up. You'll remember, Michelle, that schools reopened on the 22nd of July. They will be closing towards the end of September. So that's about an entire term that has been missed by the learners. It's now the 4th week with children staying outside, not attending classes. So we'll be probing the MEC about what measures they will be undertaking to assist these 1,300 learners. We understand that this school is from grade R to grade 7. So quite a number of children are missing out on schooling, Michelle.
So no school for 4 weeks, and there's about a month left of schooling. And we wonder about our schooling outcomes. Zoleka Qodashe is the latest there from the Alra Park Primary School in Nigel, Ekurhuleni.